I forgot school required work. Whoops. After a long summer, some of you may find yourself in the position that I am in. I went to classes, excited to learn, and then all of a sudden they started talking about things that I didn't understand. And readings were assigned, and homework was assigned, and all of a sudden I was hit with the realization that school took work, and I forgot how to do that. So let's learn all over again how to learn. Now, the very first thing that you must have before you embark on any journey of learning is something that you may not expect, and this is self-confidence. Do you believe that you have the capacity to learn what is being presented before you? Because if you go into studying with a mindset like this, I'm never going to figure this out, this is impossible, then you will truly never figure it out and have created for yourself a self-fulfilling prophecy. Instead, go into studying with a positive mindset and say to yourself, I am smart, I am capable, I am going to understand these concepts because I have to and because I can. In my opinion, self-belief is one of the most important things, if not the most important thing you can possess when it comes to learning. And I honestly believe that it's one of the biggest reasons why so many students do so poorly in school, is that they're told from a young age that they are academically incapable of doing what is placed before them, and they begin to believe it and give up. And as a result, they are never able to push through the point of not understanding something into understanding it. So give yourself a pep talk, come in with a positive attitude and self-belief that you can learn this and that you will learn this. Okay, so you got some belief. Now what? Well, now it's time for the next question. Why are you learning this? What is your motivation? Do you have an end goal in mind? Do you find the topic interesting? Are your parents going to give you money if you get high grades? Do you need to get high grades in order to get into the program that you want? Whatever the reason, internal or external, it is going to have to be enough to overcome the moment when you are sorely tempted to give up. The moment when you think to yourself, I know I can learn this, but is it really worth all the effort? The moment when the friend texts you and asks you to hang out for that evening, or you just want to binge watch a show on TV, or there's a sports game on, or there's any number of any other distraction that comes against you, and you think, that's what I would rather be doing. That's when you must remember your motivation. So identify the why and stick to it so that when the tough times come, you can power through. So just as a quick aside, I will give you guys an example of a motivation that I would use. I know myself, and I know that I tend to do fairly good in school. My motivation is very much tied in with that, and it's this. If you are a runner, you know this very famous quote by Steve Prefontaine, and it goes like this: to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. So my motivation is this: I know what I can achieve, and to not achieve that leaves me feeling like I left something on the table, like I didn't really give it what I know I could have. So therefore my motivation for studying was to put in what I know I am capable of doing, because to give anything less, I would not live up to my full potential. Okay, so you've done the philosophical side. You believe you can learn it, and you know why you are learning it. Now what? Well, if you've managed to do those two things in an honest manner, the rest comes pretty easy. At this point, all you have to do is set aside time when you won't be distracted, find a quiet place, maybe a library, maybe your bedroom, and put in the effort. It's that simple, but it's that hard. Because we live in a world where effort is not easy. Everything comes to us with such convenience and simplicity, and anything we want is at the touch of our fingers. And effort does not come naturally. Unfortunately, learning takes effort. It happens when we strain our brain to the max and are willing to sit there and try and figure it out. And then we take a break and we go to sleep and we wake up the next day, and all of a sudden it makes a little bit more sense. Now there's a lot more specifics I could go into about how I practically study and put in the work. But to be honest, that's all going to be very individual. So forget about the practical side. It will figure itself out. Gain some self-belief. Identify the motivation and put in the work until you get the grades that you want. Till next time, stay holy and don't stop learning.